Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to SmithersCast.
Here we go. We're on four night tonight between EJIG and a combination of VNGRD and MIB. They're playing as the allies. This is a 49 versus 49 matchup, so we should see plenty of action here tonight. I am your host, Smithers. I play for the competitive PC team Helios. I've been in the competitive scene for 3 years now and hoping to bring you my 3 years of competitive experience to tonight's stream. Let's see here what we got going on. I was told... Oh, did they get one? I think they did. They did get the truck off of the opener. A couple bodies die in the truck after the explosion. And so EJIG will set up shop here. We are playing straight north to south here today. So Flak Battery, Dugout Barn, and then to eastern. So usually in this kind of layout, we see a 3-2 slog for most of the game. But we'll see if either side is able to make a breakthrough. Okay, so MGs will be setting up here for the Axis. No doubt getting some good good sight lines. So Nemoisin and Stalin Hanky here getting up on the brick wall. Okay, the first cap goes to EJIG. And so as you can see here, the allies looking at a straight open field into the point. And so sometimes what we see is actually a barricade hopping system go up. And so we may see the allies build barricade after barricade in order to do a little hop hippity up towards Dugout Barn. But we'll see what MIB and VNGRD have in store for tonight. Map situation post-cap looking really good. Luke's going down the middle of the road. Great Gary network setup by EJIG. So they'll look to get some Garys now up on Dugout Barn. As they're going to get RD'd to smithereens, and there we go. The first Gary goes up. Let's go take a look over here in the background. We do have a Lukes and a Puma rolling around in the back line. And they're going to look to snipe these Garys up here on the border. The Luke's just spying out in the distance, seeing if he can get anything. Skyline squad lead gets taken out. And the Puma's going to cruise right down back here. It's going to get a supply truck in the back. And the Allies not having good AT discipline on their flanks, allowing these light tanks to zoom around. This is a huge opening benefit for the Axis. Having the ability to get 2 light tanks, or a recon vehicle and a light tank, in the back line, and they could help roll up this entire point. Puma's going to keep splashing around, and this tanker is just going to go for it and see what it can get. Strafing run coming in. This is an allied strafing run. Luke's and a Puma still in the back line. The Allies desperately need some rocket players back here. We do have Kaio right there rocking. Maybe he does have a satchel kit though. And these guys are causing havoc. Medium is going to take a shot in the back. The Puma's trying to get an angle on it. Puma's going to slightly push up here. These tankers are having the time of their lives. And they're just going to wipe everything. You're talking maybe 2, 3, 4 OPs, couple garrisons, and Puma goes on a little rampage. A little bit of GTA action going on. Holy smokes. All right. And the Puma takes one to the gut from the Stewart, but man, did they have massive value here off the opening. Huge play by those tank crews, not just sitting back and seeing what happens. They wanted to see what the Allies could do to them. They sure took hell advantage of them. Up here we had, what was this? This was the opening, one of the opening loops gets taken out. And from the Axis, is going over eastern, and they have made a hell of a progress up here. Medium is pushing down the road along with the 76. And this is a full frontal push. These 2 armor crews can get up here. The Allied medium is still behind the barn. Tigers and a Panzer IV to a medium here on eastern. So far in today's game, we've seen 1 cap, Dugout Barn going opening to EJIG. repair going on the medium. I think the medium just got smoked by an AT gun. Allied MGs going up on the rooftop back there. But the Axis infantry are pushing up pretty well, actually. Look at that push going on. And with this next Tiger tank coming up board, we could see some serious pressure here on Eastern. A blue zone Gary up over here to the left, and possibly one over here to the right if they're able to make it up that far. Did the 76 get taken out? Did the Tigers sink the shot? Yes, he did. 76 gets wiped. It's going to be big from a defensive standpoint here. Axis making really good ground, but the Allies are holding them back just barely for the moment. You can see why these points are so tough to push, right? Because the artillery can lock them down on one lane. With all this open fields, it's a lot easier to spot the enemy pushing in. And what happens is that the enemy just clumps up in the woods right there, and you can just focus your fire on a little area. And oh, the artillery! Between the artillery rounds and the tank rounds, Allied infantry are having a hell of a time right now. They spawn in, and they go right back to the redeploy screen. Camp progress finally starts to come in for EJIG. OPs are up near the strong point, and they're clear. We have a launch Gary right here. We need a launch Gary over here to the left side, but we may not need it. Looking for any Allied 76s coming up. Looks like it may get a couple kills here. Bolgov goes out. Sony, the company of Sony, dodges it. Looks like we got 2 kills, 2 kills. Big spawn wave comes in for the Allies. But unfortunately, this is going to be just not enough. As EJIG is well in the strong cap right here. Yeah, and they're rocking and rolling. This is going to be a 4-1. Look at that coverage around the point. So now the big thing for the Axis will be just to spread out and really solidify their map control here. And there we have it. Alrighty, so Axis go up 4-1 here with about an hour and 4 minutes left. Take a look at the Axis armor positioning. We have 2 Tigers rolling up. Okay, so then we have a Puma moving up through the middle of the map just to cause some shenanigans. Sure, what it's going to take at this time, it's pretty much just going to be a straight up gunfight competition. There's not much armor we'll be able to do if the enemy armor is able to neutralize any big push. Taking a look at the map one more time. We have 1 Tiger that relocated north here. Eastern outline looks Eastern Norte. Looks really strong. Tiger over here to the right. Tiger's pushing up. Half track also on dugout barn. So much. Maybe like right here where Able Squad is, they could have a chance to exploit. But they'll need to get a blue zone Gary up near Able Squad and try to flood this forest, because this looks like it's going to be the biggest gap at the moment if we do a quick aerial view. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be it. We only have essentially 2 bodies there, a couple more in support. That looks to be the gap in the Allies' front line right now. Got a few things. 53 minutes left on the clock. If you're just joining me, everybody, I am your host today, Smithers. Between this game, what am I trying to say here? In this game between EJIG and VNGRD and Made in Brazil, we have seen 2 caps. So the Axis have taken dugout barn off the opening, and then they pushed down straight south and were able to slam it front door into Eastern. And so that leaves them up 4-1 here with 53 minutes left to go on the clock. And so far since then, the Allies have stabilized their line and are looking to kind of figure out where do Do they push forward from here? Don't just roll up on them and smush them into their own point. 76 is playing very conservative at the moment. They know they're one of the last key pieces here, key pillars of defense. Perhaps a fourth Tiger tank, maybe? Okay, three. Okay, so we have one Tiger tank there, one Tiger tank here. Infantry beginning to flood the last point. Cap progress beginning to come in. Flare goes up. Strafing run comes in. Airhead is live and good to go, remember. Strafing run gets one, I think. Another spawn wave for EJIG comes in. They're really rushing the point now. Tank on point takes a shot, but it looks like it's going to be okay. Tiger tank really anchoring this attack. Holy smokes, EJIG just flooding this point. Bombing run coming in for the Allies, but I think it's going to be a little bit too late. We do have some flank pressure, though, coming in. Vanguard and MIB are getting some... They're moving in from the west of the point and pushing EJIG to the east. Build a circle. Another spawn wave comes in for the Allies. Will they be enough for sector... Will that be enough for sector control? Commander gets taken out in the strong point. EJIG flooding the point once again. All tanks now for the Axis are moving up into the sector. One Tiger tank just entered. Another Tiger tank just entered. And I think this may do it. Look at that flood from the Allies. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. Alrighty, that's going to be it for this matchup today. 45 minutes.